Hello, this is Agrippa Rowe. I am doing a video for Star Wars Galaxies Awakening server, which is a server that was set up and run by a dedicated group of individuals who have pretty much brought back the awesome sandbox Star Wars Galaxies on a server which you can play for free on. I'm going to follow some basics here. There are some installation instructions on their website. You can look it up with Google. Just type in SWG Awakening and follow the directions there. You'll register. Here's an important point. When you register on their website, that is going to be your in-game account. So you want to use a strong password and username. Okay, so once you log in, you're going to run it as administrator to begin with, and once you log in you are going to create your character and you'll see this screen. So you have a choice of several different races: human, Rhodian, Mon Calamari, Bothan, Wookiee, Twi'lek, Trandoshan, Zabrak, Ithorian, and Celestrian, or Celestian. Each one has different starting bonuses. Your human is your general run-of-the-mill. They have their equal stat allocation when it first starts out. They get plus 100 to everything. They get little minor bonuses to leadership and artisan experimentation, which may or may not be useful to you. But when you're picking a race, basically what you want to do is just bear in mind a few basic things. First, Wookiees. Mr. Wookiee here. Big tall guy, can't even see his head. And Trandoshans both have, and Ithorians all have certain armor restrictions. Let's start with the Wookiee. You cannot wear the basic armor that everybody else can wear. You can only wear sort of primitive hide type armors and things of that nature. So that's going to make it a little more difficult for you to find armors for your Wookiee. You can see here they do start out with good stats, but that's just something to consider. It does make it a little more difficult starting out. If you really want to play one, go ahead and play one, but that's one little concern. It's the same with the Ithorians. They have their own type of race-specific armor. And the Trandoshans, they can wear normal armor, but as far as gloves and boots are concerned, they cannot wear them. Now, it's not a problem defensively when you're considering armor and stuff, because you can wear pants instead of boots, and when the calculation is made, it will always go against the armored part. The one little problem that I ran into down the road is you get these things you can upgrade your clothes with, basically upgrade slots, and your clothes will never get destroyed. Even at 0 quality, they still have the upgrades and they're still in effect. So basically what happens is you are forced to put those upgrades on your armor instead, which then can be a little bit of a problem, because if you get some upgrades you really like and you have them on your clothes, say gloves for human and boots, you get to keep those forever as a human. As a Trandoshan, you have to put them on the arm parts, like we were talking about earlier, with the armor, in order to be covered. And the armor will degrade, and so you don't get those kind of almost semi-permanent buffs. You get the same buff, but it's less. You get less. It's not as dependable. You don't get to keep it as long. Okay, so after saying that, human, Rhodian, Mon Cal, Bothan, Twi'lek, Zabrak, and Celestian. That's such a weird word for me to pronounce. I don't know why. All get to wear all pieces of the armor. So if you want to just kind of go with although safer bet as far as not worrying about all that stuff I was just talking about, pick one of those aforementioned races and you'll be good to go. I'm just going to go with human today and get him going. Oh look, yes, I'm a bureaucrat. So I don't really like the look there because he's a little bit too overweight for my preference for an adventurer. But however you like to do it, you have lots of options. You can adjust their torso, which kind of adjusts their overall muscle mass. Weight, obviously, skinny and quite large, which is kind of cool because it's an RPG and they let you express how you want your character to appear with a pretty large variety of options. Like, I want to make a guy that's a little bit taller than average. I want him to look not too muscly, about middle muscle. So like he's not a complete dweeb. Weight, I'm gonna keep just below average. I like to make him kind of lean. Torso, I guess I'll make it about average. So I have decent amount of muscle mass and not such a wimp that I start out to be. Well, appearing at least. Let's see here. So now you go to eyes and nose. You have a lot of options here. I may just go ahead and finish this out. I'll show you guys different things here. You got the eye size, eye shape, eye angle, nose length, nose width, etc., etc. You also have the face, and you can choose your age, which is kind of cool here. You can like make him look like a really old guy, or somewhere in the middle. And this stuff all lends itself really well to role playing. I think this game is, even though not everybody does, it's still set up very well to it for it. I mean, so then you can like adjust your freckles, which is funny. You got hair options, several different hair options. I'll try to angle it down so you guys can see it. Yeah, so a lot of odd hair options, but overall not bad. Better than some games I've seen. You can randomize, make your guy look completely random, which is pretty amazing. I mean, if you watch it adjust here, pretty nice ability with such an old game to adjust and morph your face. I was pretty impressed. So I am going to skip ahead here, and we will start out, and I'll give you some basic tips for getting through the tutorial, which I definitely suggest doing. There's a few pitfalls there, and we'll cover those as well. Okay guys, one moment.